Welcome back to the Hoosiers. Bienvenue à the Hoosiers. We're talking Canada soccer and U.S. soccer. Guys, this is an unexpected video that I'm making. I was planning on doing the U.S. women's national team roster breakdown, but we got some breaking news that we've got to talk about relating to the U.S. men's team. And I was just reading through the MLS articles or reading through Facebook, any kind of USMNT group chat, and I stumbled across this that Christian Roldan for the Seattle Sounders is out with a major growing injury and will continue to be out after surgery for 4 to 6 weeks. And of course, this pertains importantly to the USMNT roster as well as even the upcoming friendlies against Japan and Saudi Arabia later on September. But yeah. I've seen some reactions around this. Some people are very, very stunned. This is stunned to me because, A, this is one of Greg Berhalter's go-to guys, and yeah, seeing him out, that's a big blow to I'm pretty sure Greg Berhalter's plan. It's a big blow to me because, and this is what I was talking about. This is why I was not making World Cup predictions, and I know a lot of people right now have seen a lot of World Cup prediction videos, but this is exactly why I don't make World Cup prediction videos when it's too far. We're still 2-3 months out from the World Cup. This is why, because I remember when I said we have to see who's healthy and who's going to make the cut. And given by this title and by everything that's going on with Christian Roldan, I guess there's still a silver lining, but I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks, and even once he does get healthy, he's got to get back into form, and just in the nick of time to make that 23-man roster. I don't know, guys. It's a big ask. But this is unexpected news for the Yanks. And Greg Berhalter I'm pretty sure he's right now just now thinking about who's going to step up, which I'm also going to talk about. Potential other central midfield options, because Christian Roldan typically plays as a central midfielder, but I was able to find a kind of a backup list of available key central midfielders for the USMNT, that even one name that was left off that really kind of inserted themselves recently during World qualifying and even during recent games, who I'm going to talk about later on. Many of you guys already probably can speculate who that name is going to be. But yeah, this is a big blow for the USA. As I said, Berhalter's one of his go-to guys. It's big. It's a big blow, and to me, it makes me pretty sad. And yeah, as I said, this is why we have to wait and see who's healthy. Now, I've seen some people who's actually disgustingly celebrating this injury, as some people are like, "This is great news," but guys, come on, let's have some form here. Seriously. I don't care what team this. If a player gets injured, if Messi were to get injured, or if even more pretendable, if Harry Kane were to get injured, which is for England, the USA's group, I don't care who it is, what team opponent it is. Even if it's on your own team, if you don't like the player on your own team, don't wish them an injury. Don't be happy if they get injured. This is just not right. It's cruel. So for those who are celebrating this injury, shame on you. And honestly, I expected better, but yeah, this is a very, very sad moment for the U.S. MNT's player depth. But as the saying, as we've been hearing all World Cup qualifying along, the next man up mentality. And this is the perfect time for that. Who's going to step up in the midfield? And yeah, but before that, I do want to read this short article by the MLS and kind of talking about Christian Roldan's injury for the Seattle Sounders. But Seattle Sounders SC's push for the Audi 2022 MLS Playoffs Cup spot took a devastating blow on Tuesday, with Christian Roldan reporting being out for 4 to 6 weeks after understanding a growing injury. Roldan, who was 27, had been suffering from left athletic, I'm saying this wrong, pubalgia. I'm sorry for butchering that, which an injury that sidelined him for Friday's 3-3 draw at the LA Galaxy. The versatile midfielder has been one of Seattle's steadiest players this year, while providing 4 goals and 5 assists in 23 games, 20 starts. But now he could be out up through decision day, by the way, which is on October 9th USMNT plays friendlies on the 23rd and 27th so he's going to be out for that whole window. With Seattle looking to continue a run up to 13 straight preseason berths after also winning a historic CCL title in May, Seattle also tries to enter a pivotal Week 27 match on Friday when they visit arch rivals Portland Timbers. They sit 1 point off the Western Conference playoff pace with 8 games to go. This is Seattle's latest injury setback to a key player, with the other being Joe Paulo and Obed Vargas. Another, by the way, possible USMNT player, Obed Vargas. Of course, he missed out with the under-20s, but both were out with long-term. Star striker Raul Ruidiaz, also with the growing industry, also has missed long spells, and the center back Xavier Arriaga. And in terms of pertaining to the USMNT, which this is what matters deeply to us, Rodon's injury, as I said, could very well rule him out of basically the USA squad, not only through the September camp, but possibly for the World Cup bound squad in terms of who's going to get on that plane for Group B. They'll also face Japan on September 23rd and Saudi Arabia on September 27th in Europe and friendlies next month. Rodon is still fighting to earn a spot in the U.S. 26-man roster, so it's from 23 to 26, to Qatar later this fall, having featured in 5 World Cup qualifiers during the CONCACAF Octagonal. He can also play the number 8 role or a right wing. He's also been featured extensively at both for the Sounders. So he can play central or he can play a number 8, so kind of the Weston McKennie maybe type role, or he can play winger. And on that note, I mean, I've seen something, but here's just a quick kind of player pool I was able to put for the central midfielders that was put off. This was in 2021, but pretty much the same names except for one name that I would. So here's the list. You can see Weston McKennie with Juve. You can see Sebastian Lletget with the LA Galaxy. Yunus Musah with Valencia. Brendan Aronson, I mean, he can play. He's been playing a little up top for the USMNT. I guess he can play central mid. Kellen Acosta, yes, that's another one of Greg Borcher's go-to guys. And originally it was Christian Rodon, but another person who you could probably put, which I could be wrong, but Luca De La Torre. Maybe he can do something in the midfield. I mean, as we saw what he did against Honduras and Minnesota, and even in El Salvador, Luca De La Torre played pretty well. And honestly, I mean, he wants to play. He wants to be a part of this USMNT squad. So in terms of next man up mentality, if you can play a midfielder, maybe, I don't know about central, but we'll see how Greg Borcher plays him. But hey, Luca De La Torre, and especially I've seen a lot of love he's been getting from a lot of USMNT fans. So Luca De La Torre could definitely take his place, and now he can definitely, I can see him being called to play both friendlies come against Japan and Saudi Arabia in Europe. So that's another name. I'm pretty sure Luca De La Torre, as well as a few other names on here. Of course, Kellen Acosta being another one of Greg Borcher's go-to guys, which he's been really, really great with in terms of putting in great deliveries from set pieces. So great on Acosta. I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the running for sure. Of course, Yunus Musah is going to be there should they stay healthy, by the way. Lletget also is kind of another Greg Borcher go-to guy. And McKennie, obviously, is right now the go-to should he stay healthy. And then Brendan Aronson, I know they have him listed as a central midfielder, but honestly, I thought Greg Borcher been playing him kind of up top with Christian Pulisic and Gio Reyna if he comes back healthy. But man, I don't know. I mean, Brendan Aronson, maybe can he play a little central mid? Maybe. We just got to see. As I said, it's all about where Greg Borcher plays these players and where he sees them fit best. But yeah, that's just my quick insertion here. Maybe I can see Luca De La Torre, or hey, maybe there's another midfielder that we just don't know about, or that's making a lot of noise, and it's just so many players in the player pool that you can pull him up for another guy from Europe. So it's going to be interesting to see what substitute Borcher is going to call in for Christian Rodon, assuming he won't be healthy in time for not only the friendlies but for the World Cup in Qatar. So as I said, this injury is a major, major blow. I mean, no matter how you look at it, some people are happy, which I don't know how you can be happy with this. And some people, of course, it's sad, as you should be sad, but it's a major blow either way you look at it. And yeah, this is a tough one for me to swallow as well. As Christian Rodon, I would definitely planning on seeing him in the squad, but as I said earlier on when I was creating the group stage videos for the World Cup, it's way too early. We're still too early to make a squad and to start speculating. Yes, this is why. Just like that, you can have an injury, and we're still a few months out from the World Cup. You know, we're still got a little ways to go, and yeah, this is why you don't put anything in stone yet, and that's why we won't do that until mid-November, or basically the week before the World Cup starts. Basically, is when you can possibly safely assume that you may have a final roster put together. But yeah, big blow, big blow, especially with the number 8 role. It's going to be interesting to see who Greg Berhalter likes in there, but this is tough. Really tough blow. Cristian Roldan injured not ACL, growing injuries, 4 to 6 weeks after surgery, and is most likely just his spot, mainly at the moment, has just gone out the window. As I said, but miracles can happen, but at this point for him, it's tough. And as someone even said, I mean, this is a big blow to him, not just physically, but mentally too, because the playing in a World Cup is every major player's dream. Every kid, as a kid, you grow up dreaming that. You grow up playing for your national team. You dream growing up playing for your national. If I can say this right, you know, playing in a World Cup, playing in a big game, playing on the big dance, on the big stage, and to have a major injury right before the World Cup it's I know it can make you really emotional. And for him, I know he's going to be going through a lot here. So really tough. And as I said, maybe this is a time for Luca De La Torre or any other midfielder who Greg Berhalter sees fit to play here. So it's going to be really tough. And as I said, it's tough for me to swallow. It's a tough pill, but injuries happen, and it's part of the sport. And not much as a fan that you can do about it. As a player, either you don't play to avoid getting hurt, because oftentimes when you try to play not to get hurt, you end up getting injured. So you just have to play your game, and things can shake out how they will. So fortunately, Cristian Roldan is out. But yeah, that was quick breaking news with that, and maybe later on tonight there will be a U.S. women's national team roster breakdown, just like I released the Canadian women's national team roster earlier on, and I will be going on to detail hopefully later on about the U.S. women's national team as well as their upcoming friendlies coming up. So against Nigeria. So yeah, if you like this short little updated video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Also remember to hit the bell notification. I know when any other videos uploaded or posted. Tell your friends. Cristian Roldan is out for 4 to 6 weeks with a groin injury and will potentially not be able to make the World Cup squad.